I've now used the Varjo Aero for at least 1,000 hours, and in 1 year and 6 months, I've got a pretty good handle on what I like and what I don't like. So let's get into this video after a quick word from our sponsor. VRROC offer the widest selection of custom-made prescription lens inserts that I've ever come across, and whether you are nearsighted or farsighted, they cater for all the major VR headsets, all the way from a Quest 2 to a Varjo Aero, and even the huge lenses of the Pimax 8KX. However, if you don't wear glasses, that's also fine, because to be honest, it's essential to make sure that you keep your lenses and your eyes happy. VRROC lens inserts offer 5 different coatings, including anti-glare and blue light filters, which actually help combat motion sickness and insomnia. Right now I have a 5% discount code which can be used across their entire product range, so go grab it now while it's still available. So welcome back to the channel everyone, and as we go through my good and bad points about the Varjo Aero, here's some beautiful shots which has been recorded from the Varjo base mirror of me using motion prediction. And as you can see, even with the ultra detail in the study level King Air, we're locked at 45 frames per second. What a beautiful thing. But anyway, let's start with the things I don't like about the Varjo Aero. So first of all, there is chromatic aberration, and the only way I can describe that is, say, in this shot here, you can see, oh, it's gone now, typical, but as you can see the wing view, if I'm sort of keeping that same viewpoint, which we'll show again later on, I'll be able to see a slight bluing of the edges of the wings. It's something that, funny enough, is in every VR headset I've ever tried. However, since the Varjo Aero has spherical lenses, it means any imperfections, well, they're just there to be seen even clearer than before, if that makes sense. It's not a deal breaker, but it definitely is there. So the other thing, I think it's really important to mention the fact that the Varjo Aero is extremely expensive, especially when you consider the headset doesn't have integrated audio or even a microphone. On top of that, you might also argue that you need base stations to run this headset. However, that does mean you get best in class tracking, but at a cost of an extra £300 or £400. So there's no doubt that buying such a headset of this extreme expense, that it's a very significant investment in your flight simulation hobby. So let's now talk about the things that I love about the Varjo Aero. And there is a lot. Put simply, this is the best VR headset I've ever used. And when I'm not recording a specific YouTube video, I'm always using it. Pretty much every single day. The insane image quality, especially at 39 pixels per degree, feels to me like a 4K monitor, but in VR. With the edge-to-edge clarity and no God rays, it is absolutely a sight to behold. It's incredible and worth the price of the headset alone, in my opinion. It's also the most comfortable headset I've ever worn, and I've even, shamefully, managed a 7-hour session in the Varjo Aero when I first got it. Incredible. And of course, all of the features, including the eye tracking, which means that foveated rendering, especially in DCS world, means you can now reach 90 frames per second, which is thanks to both the OpenXR toolkit and the Varjo based software, because this is something you need to understand, folks. You're getting the same software package as what the military uses to train their pilots. So that gives you some indication of not just the software, but also the build quality of the headset, which is way above anything else I've ever seen. That's what you're paying for. So I don't know, folks, if the Pimax Crystal is going to change my mind on whether the Varjo Aero is my favourite headset. I'm just waiting for Pimax to send me the email that it's coming to the VR Flight Sim Guy HQ. But for now, at least, the Varjo Aero is without question the very best VR headset, and it's my preferred way of enjoying flying in VR. And in case you are wondering, in well over 1,000 hours, I have not had one single issue with my Varjo Aero. So thank you for watching. Please let me know in the comments what are your thoughts on this. And remember, this channel is not just about high-end Varjo Aeros and 4090s, but also about the mid-range market as well. So stay tuned for all things aviation and VR related. And I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye for now.